I'm Chief Kevin Denney with the Grand Island Police Department, and this is the Business Beat. Often you'll hear agencies say they're community driven, but more times than not, you'll find them behind their desks or in their cars. At GIPD, we're turning community policing into action. Each month, I will not only be out of my office, but I'll be in the trenches with the local businesses that help make Grand Island such a great place to live. Today, we're sitting down with Tacos Los Hermanos.
Augustin, thanks for letting us come into your establishment to talk to you about your business, what you're doing here in Grand Island, and just kind of how it came to be. Tell me a little bit about how you started into this business, where you guys are Tacos Los Hermanos here. You have your business here, but you also have another truck that you work with in Lincoln as well.
We started as a market. We had no intentions with food. Like, it was just a market. So we had like a deli back there for like meat. We sold meat, vegetables, and it was a little snack area here. And then we opened up like November of 2017. It was okay. The market was not bad, you know, but I mean, it was just like, you know, quick and grab and go if somebody's closer to here, you know. So me and my brother, you know, when the spring was here, we wanted more traffic, you know, we wanted to be more busy than we were doing. So we just started doing carnitas outside, tacos at carnitas outside. We had a tent. We had like maybe just onion, cilantro, limes, green sauce, red sauce outside, and we would just get the tortillas, they're already made, but La Mexicana. They would bring them over. I mean, we would go get them, and we would just do tacos at carnitas, and it was just like Saturday and Sunday, and it was only like from 11 to 1 or 11 to 2.
And what year are we talking about here? How long
This is
ago?
This was maybe like 2018, like in the summer when we started doing them, just the carnitas, and then winter came, then we just started doing them inside. And it was just like 2 days, you know, we were still selling the products from here and a little bit of snacks, a little bit over there. So then I think the 2019 came, and I think that's when a friend of mine, he's like, hey, you want to buy this grill? I'm like, man, I'm good. He's like, no, that we can start selling steak tacos and carnitas. And I'm like, all right, how much you want? He's like, I'll give it to you for cheap, you know. And I'm like, all right, you know. He left it there, and me and my brother one time were like, well, let's throw steak on there, you know. We threw steak, and we sold out the first time we threw steak and carnitas. So then we extended our hours more. Just we were doing, I think, 11 to 3. I think we said 11 to 5. Selling more. Now we did Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and we were doing really good with the tacos. Just two choice of meat, carnitas and steak. And then I seen those birria tacos, the Tacos Tijuana. I seen them on social media down in California.
So what was the hardest thing about starting up that maybe you didn't think about or anticipate, but what was the hardest part of all of that, the beginning there?
Prepping.
Yeah.
We cut our meat every day, every morning. We depends the day we use, but we usually cut about 6-7 chucks to just have in case, just to have everything prepared in case we get busy. We're ready for everybody comes through, and this is the process. We gotta freeze it a little bit, then use the machine, cut it up. Then after that, we start seasoning it. It's our choice. For fresh tacos outside, then we grill. One by one. All this meat has to be seasoned just to get that right flavor on the grill. And clean up the grill. Always make sure you clean your grill. We started doing carnitas first. Then after the carnitas, we started doing asada tacos. Then from there we started changing up a little bit. Then that's when we started doing tacos Tijuana. Those are the most popular dish that regional that we sell out here.
It gets easier.
Right. Get into routine.
Yeah. So then then I seen those tacos on social media, and then I seen my mom was here because my mom's with the recipe. She's the one that knows how to cook. So I'm like, hey, you think we can do these tacos, Mom? She's like, we can give it a try. we made them 2-3 times. I didn't really like how they came out, but we weren't selling them until we were for sure we know what we were selling. Until then, my mom's like, "Oh, it's like this, like that," and then I'm like, "Oh, okay." So we went to Walmart and we bought those little grills they have. I think they're like $300 or, well, they were 200 back then, but I think now they have went up. So we just connected a propane and we started doing them outside, and that those tacos, I mean, took off. They just till now. That's one
Just
of
fly off the grill.
Yep. Still till now, those are the main popular item we have. And winter was coming, so we were still out there. I remember we were still out there like in 2019. I think it was like October. We were still cooking out there in October, and what are we gonna do? You know, because we didn't have a kitchen inside here, so we ended up just taking some shelves. We moved one line of shelves and put 3 tables. And then 2 months later, we ended up taking another line of shelves and put 3 tables.
Right.
Then 3 months more happened.
Add.
We ended up taking the whole cooler out and putting more tables. And at the end, we're like, you know what? We just took the deli. We took everything. We had a loss, you know, but at the end, you know, it was better for us, you know. So, like I said, you know, when one door closes, another one opens. So, I mean, we ended up selling most of the stuff really cheap. And
Well, I was telling Rodrigo earlier that I didn't know anybody in Nebraska 18 months ago, and one of the first places that I was taken to when I came here as the police chief was Tacos Los Hermanos. And so that's my experience just over the past 12 months with you guys coming in, you know, every few weeks and saying hi and seeing Rodrigo working on the grill out there. But how do you guys split up the work now, and what kind of stuff are you doing currently, and where do you see yourself going as far as the restaurant business and things over the next couple of years?
me and my brother started this, but I have a food truck in Lincoln. I've been operating over there in Lincoln for about a year. So I work over there Wednesday through Saturday, and my brother stays here in town. We plan to open a location in Lincoln hopefully this year. So we already started working in the building, doing some demo.
Okay, so you have the building
I already have a building.
already. All right, good.
So where my truck is parked, we're going into that building behind it.
All right.
So it used to be an old Casey's.
Uh-huh.
We bought the building, and so we just we're already starting to do the demo and the electrical, the plumbing, the HVAC, all the fun stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well, and you never can right now, post-COVID, count on construction and timing and stuff. But when do you think you'll be opening that location?
I don't have a specific date when to open, but I believe hopefully by the summer. Hopefully, I mean, maybe summer or maybe fall. I'm not quite sure, just depending on how fast everything goes and getting stuff in here right now. It's always takes longer nowadays, you know.
Yep.
So I just don't have a date yet, but.
And you're going to keep the Grand Island location? And
Yeah.
You're going to expand this or open a second restaurant, you think, at any time?
So my brother will run this Grand Island, and I'll probably run Lincoln. And well, yeah, I mean, we're kind of tight in here in this location, but we just haven't found nothing yet for something bigger. I mean, we found something, but we want to stay on 4th Street.
Right.
This is where it started, on 4th Street. Then we do the 4th Street Festival.
Yep.
So it kind of makes sense that we stay on 4th Street. You know, we don't want to leave from 4th Street. So,
Right.
Well, we just waiting for the right time that comes up, and maybe expand to a bigger location.
And you guys stay true to your roots, really.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Correct.
Menudo, you just started Menudo, making that. And so I'm excited about that because I do love Menudo. My wife does too. So you having anything else, any other special products coming out, or anything when somebody is looking at this presentation, this video about Tacos Los Hermanos in Grand Island? They've never been to Grand Island, maybe. They haven't been to Tacos Los Hermanos. What is it that you want somebody outside to know if they're passing through? Maybe they're going west or east, but they see this and they go, I want to stop at Tacos Los Hermanos. What is it about Tacos Los Hermanos that you would want to tell somebody if it's their first time coming in?
I mean, you have it all in once, you know. You eat good food, and then from there we have snacks in the back. So, like, it's a good it's all in one place. You know, you have desserts, and a lot of people always say, "Oh, can I get the birria tacos?" You know, but we call them tacos Tijuana, and then when they take the first bite, and then they're like, I just stop by and I'll say, "Hey, how's everything going?" They're like, "Oh, this is the best tacos they ever had since they moved from wherever." It's like I can't. Then I'm like, "Oh well, thank you. You know, we appreciate it." But I mean, you know, when they come in here, we want them to walk out with a smile, and to come back, and usually that always happens.
Yeah.
We treat them good, and
those are the two things I remember. The two things I remember from my first visit was the personal touch that you guys have with your customers, where you talk to them, you interact, you're getting feedback, and it's you get that more of a family touch to everything. The second thing I remember is the Diablo sauce.
Oh, okay.
And man, that stuff is hot, but it's so good. So I can't stop having that on my food as well. And I think the first time that I was here, I walked out and I couldn't feel my lips for about 15 minutes probably because of the Diablo sauce.
Yeah, because we have a green, red, wok, and then we had like pineapple and all that stuff. And then just one time, someone was, "Hey, you don't got anything hotter than that?" I'm like, I don't. I mean, and then I just started thinking, I'm like, maybe I should just make a hot sauce, just a really hot one, just see how it goes. So I made it, and people liked it. And I didn't make it no more, and people were asking, "Hey, where's that sauce that was in the corner?" I'm like, and they kept asking, I'm like, I've got to make it. And I make it, and they take it.
So that's your concoction there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. They make it. I mean, when I make it, I gotta put a mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put a mask because it's bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. I don't have anything else but the Diablo sauce. That's really good.
Yeah, people like that stuff.
So what is your specialty as one of the two brothers? What's your specialty? Because I know Rodrigo, he's out on the grill all the time. What kind of stuff do you do as far as in the restaurant here and between here and Lincoln? Because we talked about the food truck, about prepping food and taking it out there on different days.
So I'll do I'll place the orders, like with what we need with Cisco, Cashaway, and stuff like. I'll see what we need, and then I'll call and say, "Hey, we need this, that, this." If I have to run to Sam's, I'll go to Sam's. If with events that come up, start planning them. With the 4th Street Festival too, so I need a little bit of time. I'll tell my brother, "Hey, I'm gonna go look for our sponsors or talk to them, see what's going on."
And you're starting a lot of that process now for the 4th
and
Street
then
Festival.
the Facebook. So I pretty much run the Facebook too. So posting stuff and doing we'll do a giveaway or something that's good back to the community. So.
One thing that we talked about off camera that is not talked about a lot is all of the work that goes into running your own business. And you guys put in a lot of hours. So it's not just the glamour shot of walking in and shaking hands with people and all that. You guys put in a lot of hours. So talk a little bit about how many hours a day, a week that you guys are actually working, blood, sweat, and tears into this restaurant.
So yeah, I mean, I honestly think we put about 15 hours a day. We arrive here at 6 a.m. We don't leave till about 8:30, 8:30 around. So sometimes 8:45. It's almost 9 o'clock. By the time you get home, it's almost 9. So pretty much just we put, I think last time I counted like 90, 80 hours a week. So
that's a lot of time.
Yeah,
that's something that a lot of people don't realize. They think you own your own business, and then you have a lot of free time. But
so that's
probably the other way around.
Yeah, on Christmas time we close for about 11 days just to spend holidays, Christmas and New Year's with the family, just to have some time off. So it felt good. Everybody.
And you're pretty much a lifetime Grand Island person, you and your brother. You said you came here when you guys were pretty young, 4 or 5 years old.
We're born in Florida, but obviously I feel like I'm born in Nebraska just because we've been here our whole life. So I was right here 6 months. My brother was 3 years, so I don't know. So we feel like we're Nebraskans,
right.
But we were born in Florida, but raised here. So
Anything else that you want the audience to know about Tacos Los Hermanos, where you're located exactly on 4th Street, and what they can expect as far as when you're open? Because you're closed on Mondays, right?
yeah, we are closed on Mondays. We're located on 602 West 4th Street, Grand Island, and we're open Tuesday through Sunday, 11 to 8.
Okay.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday we open up at 10 to 8.
All right. And then on the weekends, we got Menudo coming out.
Yep, Menudo.
All right.
We got Menudo coming out on Saturday and Sunday, and we're gonna update our menu too. So we got like two new items, 3 that we added on the menu, and I think here this week should be on there.
All right. And social media. What social media are you on? If people want to go looking for Tacos Los Hermanos, what's the best place?
Tacos Los Hermanos. That's our Facebook page, and then we have an Instagram too. Okay. Tacos Los Hermanos, Denney. So.
And you're the guy that's doing a lot of the social media postings as well.
Yeah. I'll post food items, record some food items that we're making, or giveaway or events. Or
so if somebody's coming again from outside and they're driving and they see this video or they see your social media and they want to stop in here at the restaurant in Grand Island, what is the one thing that they should try here in Tacos Los Hermanos? What would be your recommendation?
Tacos Tijuana.
Yeah, that's the one.
They gotta try them. Like I always tell in Lincoln, when customers come, hey, it's my first time here. I'm like, all right, well, you tried Tijuana tacos. I tell them what it is, and they're like, oh, and then they're like, well, they kind of don't know if they want it or not. I'm like, well, look, if you don't want it, if you don't like it, bring it back. I'll give you your money back. Make sure they're full.
Right. Tijuana's tacos. All right.
And that it always happens. I mean, they always come back and say, hey, let me get another order. So Tijuana tacos, I believe it's our #1 seller. So I think after that, maybe the Tacos La Isla, which is really similar, but it's steak, cheese, and shrimp.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. So.
Yep, I've had that one. That one's very good.
Yep.
It's going to be, I think, a pretty good opportunity for people that haven't visited Grand Island or haven't visited your restaurant to see what you guys are doing here and where you're going. That you are basically hometown boys here, starting your own business, and you're expanding to Lincoln as well. So that's great to hear.
Yep. Thank you.
So as a police chief here in Grand Island, it's important as we're building back our staffing levels that we build it back smart. Building back the same way we had may not be the way that the community expects us to do. And so going forward, we need to listen to our community, our business owners, the people that live here on what they expect us to do as a police department in the 21st century in Grand Island, Nebraska, to keep the businesses and the residents as safe as possible. So Augustin, I want to ask you as a final wrap-up question for this series segment, what would you like to see as a business owner, as a resident, longtime resident here in the community? What would you like to see your police department doing going forward to keep you safe, to keep the businesses safe, and to get more customers and people in the Grand Island to see the great things that we're doing here?
Be part more of the community. When not just us have events, when anybody has events, I think the police department should be more involved with, be there with their cop car and just, have kids, hand them out stickers, talk to them, make them feel comfortable, and just be more part of the community. I think the police department does a really great job at what they do, and I think with the new people coming in, I think it will get better and safer for Grand Island, and make people from out of town, make them feel comfortable when they come into Grand Island.
Well, you guys have heard it. This is from Augustin Sanchez and his brother Rodrigo across the street here. Tacos Los Hermanos. The police department is listening to what the business community and the people here in Grand Island expect their police department to do as we go forward in the 21st century. So thank you very much for tuning in.